Hi everyone, welcome to the second episode of Cooking with Dr. G, your cooking show for singles and small get-togethers. So last episode, I know I told you we would do a caprese salad, but my store had some really good looking crab meat, so we're gonna go with that instead. I'm gonna make you this beautiful and elegant crab cocktail salad. Your date will love this, and it looks like you are a trained chef when it comes out. It's really simple to do. So I'm gonna go over all the ingredients first, okay? So first thing you need, critical to this dish, a really nice glass martini glass, okay? This is gonna set the dish off. It's gonna make it look quite unique and quite elegant. You will definitely need some beautiful cilantro. When you get that, bring it home, cut the stems, put it in a glass of water. It'll keep for days. You are gonna need a really nice ripe mango. So mangoes are in season right now. The way you check and buy a ripe mango, press on it, it should have a little give. Color doesn't matter on mangoes, they ripen at different rates. If it is soft, that's the way to go. Also, if you smell the stem, it should have a nice floral scent. You will also need a nice ripe avocado. Some people have spirit animals. I have a spirit fruit, it's an avocado. I could live on these things. Same thing, a ripe avocado should have a little bit of give when your thumb pushes on it. You will need a jalapeno pepper, half of the jalapeno for 2 people, the whole jalapeno for 4. You will need a nice shallot, okay? In the past when I came up with this dish, I was not using a shallot for my dressing, and I started using it and it really made a big difference. So in surgery, they say good surgical judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from poor surgical judgment. I've made all the poor judgment for you already. Now it's only real deal results. You'll need a lime. Okay, this is also for the dressing and to finish off the dish. 1 red onion. And then for the dressing also, you'll need a jar of a small amount of Grey Poupon. This not only makes the dressing taste much better, it's an emulsifier. So it's a trick you can use to make sure your oil and your vinegar never separate. And then get yourself some good extra virgin olive oil. And then, so I'm a bit of a chocoholic too. And white chocolate is not chocolate. Well, this is white balsamic vinegar, but I assure you it is vinegar, and this stuff is delicious. I use it as a replacement most of the time for recipes when they call for red vinegar, okay? And then what you need especially, and this is the star of the dish, you need some really good crab meat. And I like, this is Dungeness crab. I live in San Francisco, so Dungeness crab meat, claw meat, is readily available. If you can't get this, I highly recommend, you can get the pre-jarred lump crab meat. It works great, and actually sometimes it's even fresher because it's often flash frozen on the ship when they catch the stuff. And so it's like it was just caught that day when you open it up at home. But crab meat, this is about 4 ounces of crab meat. This is a lot. You really don't even need this much. For 2 people, you can easily get away with 2 ounces of crab meat, and you'll still have plenty to savor. Okay? So these are our main ingredients. The only one thing I want to talk about, sometimes you can't find the mango. Before college, I was a ski patrolman, and before we would leave the ski hut every morning to go work, there was a big sign that said adapt or die. So this is your adaptation for this dish. This is a beautiful red tomato. If you can't find mango, substitute red tomato. And that's it. That's all the that's all the ingredients we need for this beautiful dish. So now let's get cooking. Okay, so first thing I'd like to do is to make the dressing, which is going to go on the crab cocktail salad. And like I said before, incredibly versatile dressing. You can use this for so many things. All you do, take a little bit of olive oil, not a lot, maybe a couple of tablespoons. And then to that, go ahead and add your Grey Poupon, just maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon of Grey Poupon. And then you're gonna whisk that in until it's all mixed up. So whisk it in, and this will be the emulsifier. Works really nice. Okay, so now we have a nice emulsification of olive oil and Grey Poupon, and then we'll just slowly drizzle in a little bit of our white balsamic. And again, I'll put about twice as much white balsamic as I have olive oil. Okay, and then this will not separate. Okay, next we're gonna take our shallot in a really simple way to chop up your shallot is to cut on one angle, flip it 90 degrees, cut down on the other angle, little slices, and then just cut straight down, and you get these perfect little diced pieces of shallot. And you only want about a half a teaspoon for this, okay? So that's it, we have this nice chopped shallot. We'll add that to our dressing. Okay, so the shallot's in, and then just take a little bit of lime and squeeze some lime juice in there. And that's chef's preference. Put that in, and then just a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, and that's it. This is an amazing dressing, and it's gonna taste really good on our crab cocktail salad. Again, the ingredients were olive oil, a little bit of Grey Poupon, some very small diced shallot, a little pepper, a little salt, and white balsamic vinegar. That's it. Okay, now that our dressing is done, we're gonna go ahead and prepare our mango and avocado. These are gonna be mixed together. They'll be on the bottom of the martini glass. So you can see how the mango is kind of oblong. So kind of throw it on its side. There's a really funny shaped seed in here. So what I like to do is picture in my head where that seed lives and just cut down on the side next to it. And then take a really sharp knife and you're gonna cut little tiny slices on a diagonal on the entire mango. And try not to slice your hand open when you do this. And then you do like these diagonal cuts. And you want to make these tiny little squares. You should be able to see that. And then it's really cool. Then you take the mango and you flip it inside out. Okay? And now you have all the little mango pieces sticking up, and you just cut them off. Go around the corner, and we'll just cut these. Okay, so we put our diced mango into our bowl, and now we're gonna prepare the avocado. So same thing, put it on its side, cut down to the seed about halfway into the avocado, and just spin the avocado, and it'll come right out. Then, just like we did with the mango, cut little tiny dices in the avocado, all the way down to the skin, taking care not to go through the skin. We don't want any avocado perforations. And we'll just cut these. This is just a really clean and simple way to cut these things, to dice your avocado and your mango. Otherwise, you just create a huge mess if you try to peel this stuff. So once you do that, you can just get yourself a little spoon, or you can even take your thumb and just push it all out, and then you can lick your thumbs. Tastes really good. But since this is a cooking show, I want to be nice, neat, and clean. So we just take our spoon and just take it all out. And then mix that together. Avocado and mango go together so well. So now we're gonna go ahead and make the bulk of our salad. So this is the crab meat, and I like to start with the crab meat in the bowl first. The reason being that I can judge the other ingredients, because there are no real set amounts for this. It's all based on look. You just don't want to inundate the crab meat with the other ingredients. So you want to make this crab meat the star of the show. So there's the crab meat. First thing I'm going to do is put the jalapeno in. So take your jalapeno, cut it in half, and you want to get rid of all these seeds. Okay, I've gotten rid of the seeds inside the jalapeno, so you just have the skin. Lay it on its back and squish it and cut really thin slivers. And again, you're gonna wanna dice this very small. And this is gonna give the salad a little bit of a punch. So once you have that, now we have all these little slices of jalapeno. Now we'll put it on its side and we'll just cut tiny little pieces off. This kind of cooking, it's very therapeutic. If you need to see a therapist, fire them and just go and cook. Because you can meditate, you can think about all the day's events, and it's a very healthy way to live your life by cooking. So take your little diced jalapeno, put that inside of your dish. Okay, so now we have our crab meat with our diced jalapeno. Okay, so now we're gonna grab a handful of cilantro and cut that off. This looks about right for what I'm about to do here. The cilantro has been washed and it's in our little container. Now, what's nice about cilantro is the whole plant is edible, okay? So you just wanna cut this rather small, but you can eat everything. Stem and leaf, it all tastes the same, okay? This is not like fugu, the puffer fish. I had some in Korea, ate it, and made my lips tingle. Because you can only eat like 1% of the puffer fish. The guys that cut puffer fish, they have to train for 10 years to be certified to cook that stuff. But you don't have to be certified at all to serve cilantro. You eat the whole thing, okay? Put the cilantro into your salad. That looks really good. Okay guys, we're getting to the end here. So here we have our bowl full of crab, cilantro, jalapeno, and now we just put our last ingredient in, a little bit of red onion. And just like I did with the shallot, just cut some vertical slices, small, very close together. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other plane. So cut 90 degrees to this one. And again, this is a really good, quick technique to dice your onion without incurring a lot of tears, okay? Sometimes when you cut the onion, you cry, and there's various things you can do to prevent that, but I just like doing it this way. You get much less onion juice in the air. And then just slice off those little pieces. Okay, and that's about all you need right there. And I don't know how much that is, maybe a quarter cup. Okay, so we have our completed mixture, and now with that dressing we made, we're gonna put that in, all of it in, and then you're gonna mix it up. And again, it's a bit of a judgment. You don't wanna make it too much dressing. You don't wanna, drown this, but it should look similar to this. So just enough dressing, smells wonderful. And now we're gonna go ahead and combine our mango and avocado with our salad. And this is where that beautiful martini glass comes in. Okay guys, now it's time to plate this thing. So let's go ahead and take about half of our avocado mango mixture and put that into one of the martini glasses. And then on top of that, you'll put your crab mixture. Okay. Beautiful dish. And there are various ways you can finish this off. You could take an actual crab claw or a lobster claw, put it on the side. I have neither of that today, so we're just gonna put a lime on the side and then finish it off with a couple of nice cilantro leaves on top. Okay, and this is our final plating. So you have this beautiful crab cocktail with the lime on the side, and this thing is ready to go. Enjoy your dish, have a good evening, and I'll see you next time. I think we're gonna do a dessert next.